Welcome back, family, to Family Still Matters. I'm glad you and your parents are here for another week of our teen Bible study in Psalms. Hi, Elijah. Hi, Princeton. Hi, Ivy. Hi, Corey. Hi, Courtney. And hi, Alicia and Sonia and Marquita and all the parents that are joining your children this week. Hi, Alexis. I hope you and your daughters are also, and your son are listening to our weekly Bible study, growing in a greater knowledge of God. Before we begin, let's review last week's lesson from Psalm 60. Question 1. What help does Israel ask God for after defeat? He asks God to give aid against the enemy. Question number 2. What does David say about human help? David says human help is worthless without God. Catch that, without God, because God uses people and things. They become his hands and feet and his answers to our needs. But without God, it's worthless. Question number 3. Where does victory truly come from? Victory comes from God. As the scriptures tell us, with God, we will gain the victory. Awesome. 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 Okay, today we are reading and studying Psalm 61 in the NIV. Let's get started. Psalm 61. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the ends of the earth I call to you. I call as my heart grows faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the foe. I long to dwell in your tent forever and take refuge in the shelter of your wings. For you, God, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. Increase the days of the king's life, his years for many generations. May he be enthroned in God's presence forever. Appoint your love and faithfulness to protect him. Then I will ever sing in praise of your name and fulfill my vows day after day. May God richly add a blessing to his word. That was a beautiful reading. Now, Psalm 61 is a prayer of David when he felt far from home and overwhelmed. He cries out for God to hear him and to lead him to the rock that is higher than himself, a place of safety and strength. This Psalm reminds us that when we feel small and weak, God lifts us up and shelters us under his protection. Isn't that beautiful? That is just the thought of that. This week, our memory verse in the NIV is verse number 2, 61 and 2. It says, from the ends of the earth, I call to you. I call as my heart grows faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. Well, I love that song. I remember I've prayed that many times, family. Prayed it many times. Okay, a few definitions. You guys know what a rock is, but symbolically, we're talking about a rock symbolically, not the actual rock, but a symbolization of what a rock stands for is strength, stability, and safety. And here it represents God. What is shelter? Shelter is a place of refuge or covering. It's a place to cover us. And what is heritage? Heritage is an inheritance or a gift passed down, often used for blessings given by God. So blessings given by God are usually called heritage. Okay, our questions for Psalm 61. What does David ask God to do when his heart is faint? Question number 2. How does David describe God in verse number 3? Question number 3. What does David desire to do forever in verse number 4? Sometimes life feels too big, like a wave that's about to drown you. For teens, this can be stress about grades, pressure to fit in, or family struggles you can't control. David felt that same weakness, and instead of trying to be strong on his own, he prayed, "Lead me to the rock that is higher than I." For instance, when you're struggling, when there are things happening, family struggles and tension, and you're out of control, or you feel that there's no control, you feel that no one is hearing or listening to you, remember, all you have to do is to call out and say, ask God to lead you to the rock that is higher than you. Okay? Remember that. Instead of trying to do it on your own, just a reminder, when life is too heavy, we don't climb the mountain alone. We don't get through the difficult times alone. God lifts us to a higher place of strength and security. And many times he's carrying us because we can't do it. We can't, sometimes things overwhelm you to the point you can't stand and do it yourself. We have to trust God. Thank you so much again for joining me today for our lesson in Psalm 61 here on Family Still Matters. If this study encouraged you, please leave a comment or share it with a friend. And I look forward to seeing you next week, and may God richly bless you. Thank you.